Hi dear students, welcome to Social Science online class. Today in this session we are going to learn about the rise of Jainism and Buddhism. Religion is the path of truth. It shows the way to attain moksha or salvation. India is a land of many cultures and religions. This diverse culture of our country is nourished by various religions. Among the many religions, Jainism and Buddhism are the two important religions. They emerged during 6th century BC in the mid region of river Ganga plains. Now let us understand the reasons behind the rise of Jainism and Buddhism. At first, it is caste system. The caste system played a havoc with the Hindu religion. Men belonging to high caste had begun to hate the people of the lower caste, especially the Shudras. Shudras were not allowed to enter temples and draw water out of their wells. The upper class people treated them just like animals. Division of society. During the 6th century BC, Indian society was divided on the basis of Varnas. There were four Varnas, namely Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras. Brahmins were the priests conducting yajnas and were the heads of all the ceremonies of religious rituals. They had held control over Kshatriyas and were performing the role of guiding the kings. Kshatriyas were the ruling class and were in the second place in the hierarchy. They were sustaining by taxing the farmers. Vaishyas were the third group in the social hierarchy. They were engaged in animal husbandry and business. They were also called twin born. The last group, Shudras, were considered as the labor class. They were household laborers and skilled workers. All the status and facilities of the society were reserved for the upper class Varnas only. Complications and ritualism in Hinduism. During the 6th century BC, Hindu religion had become very complicated. It had failed to satisfy the daily needs of the common people. The Varna-based society had created tensions and complications among the communities. Excess of animal sacrifice. In the beginning, the Aryans seldom took meat, but now, in the 6th century BC, animal sacrifice had become very common. Along with the food, so much of animals had begun to be sacrificed during the yagas and yajnas. By 5th century BC, iron implements came into use. With the iron blades in them, plows become more effective and were driven by oxen. In order to improve the food production, the use of oxen were inevitable. The oxen were sacrificed during religious rituals, which brought down their numbers. The common people, especially farmers, could not like such a religion anymore. In this background, since both Jainism and Buddhism rejected animal sacrifice and advocated non-violence, a new hope became visible to people. Expensive religion. The Hindu religion had also become very expensive. The performance of yajnas was regarded as a sacred duty for every Hindu. The rich could easily afford the expenses of yajnas, but the mass people, that is, common people, could not possibly perform such expensive rituals. Hence, the common people revolt against their own religion. Predominance of the priestlyhood. The priestly class, that is Brahmins, they dominated all the rituals and practices. Originally, a Brahman was generally a man of great learning and high character. But later on, the wicked son of a Brahman also began to be regarded as Brahman and hence worthy of respect. Most of the Brahmins now did not themselves understand the Sanskrit mantras. Their haughty attitude was now resented by the common people. Difficult language. To conduct yagas and rituals and many of sacred books, the Brahmins used Sanskrit language. The language that was used by upper class people did not understand by the common people. The common people wanted a religion whose literature would be in the language they could easily understand. Support by business class. Many cities like Kaushambi, Kushinagara, Varanasi, Rajagriha, Vaishali were emerged during this period. Artisans and business people came and settled in these cities. Vaishyas, who conducted business activities, placed in the third place in the Varna system, and they had no respect in the society. In order to escape from the limitations enforced by Vedic religion on their social status, the business class supported the Jainism and Buddhism, which rejected Varna system. Changes in political system. The major changes that took place in the political system of the contemporary society also contributed to the rise of new religions. The Janapadas and Mahajanapadas in the river Ganga plains were getting transformed into kingship. The new kings emerged in these Janapadas supported Buddhism and Jainism. Efforts of intellectuals. The religions of Buddha and Mahavira identified the desire as the main reason for all human hardships. They gave a call to overcome them. They supported the simple living without accumulation of too much wealth. They rejected luxurious life and advocated peaceful and moral family life. Instead of Sanskrit, they preached the people in their own languages like Pali and Prakrit. Jainism. Jainism is one of the very ancient religions. Traditionally, the Jains believed in the existence of 24 Tirthankaras. Rishabha was the first Tirthankara, whereas Parshunatha was the 23rd Tirthankara. The four principles preached by Parshunatha: non-violence, truth, asteya, aparigraha. The fifth principle of Brahmacharya was taught by Vardhamana. He was the 24th Tirthankara. Now let us learn the life and teachings of Vardhamana Mahavira. Vardhamana was born in Kundalagrama in Vaishali, one of the republics. His father was Siddhartha and mother was Trishla Devi. At the age of 30, Vardhamana set out in search of truth and renounced his family and house. He wandered for 12 years in this quest and meditated. At the age of 42, he achieved enlightenment. Vardhamana controlled his senses and achieved power over comfort and pain. Due to this achievement, he came to be known as Mahavira and become a Jina. A Jina was one who had overcome his senses and become victorious. Thus, his followers came to be called Jains. Mahavira spent the rest of his life preaching his knowledge to the people around the Ganga and Yamuna rivers. He attained Nirvana in his 72 years in Pavapuri of Bihar. Mahavira taught 5 vows and 3 principles of behavior. The 5 vows are non-violence, truth, asteya, aparigraha, brahmacharya. The 3 principles of behavior taught by Mahavira, which is called 3 Ragnas, are Samyak Jnana, Samyak Darshan, Samyak Charita. The Jains believe that every animate and inanimate thing possesses a soul. They also believe that it is only through purification of the soul that one can achieve freedom from the rebirth and attain nirvana. Purification is possible through meditation, fasting, punishment of the body and thereby destruction of the body. This process is known as Salyakena. The concept of karma is very important aspect of Jainism. According to this, a human being can attain salvation only through good and holy act. To attain enlightenment, the soul had to achieve freedom from the bondage of the body. Traditionally, we get to see two important sects among Jains. They are Shvetambaras and Digambaras. Those saints and their followers who wear white clothes are called Shvetambaras, whereas those saints and their followers they do not wear any clothes are called Digambaras. After the first Jain council, the preachings of Mahavira were compiled in 12 volumes. These were called 12 Angas by the Jains. They are in Prakrit language. Very early, a group of Jains migrated to the south due to the famine in Bihar and settled down at Shravana Balgola. Thus, Jainism spread in the South India and many works were written in Kannada, Telugu and Tamil languages. The famous Kannada poets Pamba, Ranna, Janna and Ponna were Jains. Buddhism. Siddhartha, who later became known as Gautama Buddha, was born in the 6th century BC. His father was Shuddhodana and mother was Maya. His mother, Maya, died when he was still a child. So he was brought up by his stepmother, Gautami. At the time of his birth, an astrologer told that he would either be a great emperor or a great saint. Renouncing kingly luxury and family happiness, Siddhartha became a hermit. After getting all the luxurious life and comfort, he was not happy. Once, after seeing an old man, a sick man, and a dead body, he realized the true nature of the world. He left his home and kingdom at the age of 29 and went in search of the truth. This event is known as Great Renunciation. He went to Gaya and sat there under a pipal tree and absorbed himself in deep thought. At last, he got enlightenment and became Buddha. After becoming Buddha or the enlightened one, he first went to Sarnath near Banaras and gave his first sermon. This has been called Dharmachakra Pravartana. Teachings of Buddha. The Four Noble Truths. The Four Noble Truths preached by Buddha were: the world is full of sorrows. Desire are the main cause of these sorrows. One can get rid of these sorrows by killing desire. The desire can be killed only by following the Eightfold Path. Buddha preached the Eightfold Path for eliminating desire. This is called the middle path. The Eightfold Paths are right action, right speech, right vision, right livelihood, right effort, right recollection, right resolve, right thought. Followers of the new religion: wealthy merchants, artisans, and common people were inspired by the new teachings. Buddha gave his messages in Prakrita, the language of common man, and related them to various aspects of their tradition. The new religions became a ray of hope in the changed circumstances. Buddha and his followers visited Kosala, Magadha, and many cities on the Gangatic plain and spread his messages there. In his 80th year, Buddha's glorious life of selfless service came to an end at Kushinagar. This has been called Mahaparinirvana. Viharas were constructed in all the areas in which Buddha wandered. People preserved his relics and bones in chaityalayas and stupas, and his memory of his accomplishments started worshipping him. After Buddha's death, his followers collected his teachings and traditions in the form of Tripitakas. They are Vinaya, Dhamma, and Abhidhamma Pitaka. Over a period of time, disagreements developed in the teachings and different branches of Buddhism sprang up. Thus, Hinayana, Mahayana, Vajrayana, and other sects came into existence.